First for the visiting team, Columbia College. Leading off, playing second base, number 31, Abigail Zismer. In right field, batting second, number 21, Ellie Cleethurvans. At catcher, batting third, number 13, Madison Ware. Batting cleanup, the designated player, number 5, Wendy Van Dyke. At third base and batting fifth, number 25, Rosalie Schneider. First baseman, batting sixth, number 4, Paige Klingy. At shortstop, batting seventh, number 1, Sophie Angel. The center fielder, batting eighth, number 9, Kennedy Charlotte. And in left field, batting ninth, number 8, Susanna Shanks. In the circle for Columbia College, number 12, Megan Graver. The Cougars led by head coach Wendy Spratt, and she is assisted by Demi Jamieson and Jordan Logan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce today's starters for your Central Methodist Eagles. Leading off, playing second base, the DP, number 6, Joe Kreider. Batting second, playing first base, number 23, Elizabeth Colombo. The shortstop, batting third, number 11, Madison Roberts. Batting cleanup, playing third base, number 12, Maddie Holly. In center field, batting fifth, number 1, Casey Jolly. The catcher, number 15, Lauren Hill. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 9, David Garland. In right field, batting eighth, number 5, Kinsley Miller. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 3, Kayla Richardson. In the circle for the Eagles, number 7, Haley Cotter. Led by head coach Matt Williams. He's assisted by Gene Reardon, Morgan Wilson, and Kalena Oots. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for a prayer to be followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Please grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes and ask that you protect them from injury and harm, and help us to honor you in all that we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
I was wondering if you were going to be able to do this on short notice.
Do what?
I was wondering if you were going to be able to be here on short notice.
Oh, yeah. Step away.
Sneak away sometime. How
you doing?
Good, how are you?
Passing out. It is a beautiful day for some softball here in Fayette. We welcome you inside Cox Complex in beautiful Fayette, Missouri, the campus of Central Methodist University. Glad you guys are with us. Esteban Velez alongside you all as we get set for the first pitch of the season here at home. 67 and sunny, as it is Columbia College making a 35 or so minute drive to come and face the Central Methodist Eagles. We are underway. First pitch at 2:02 p.m. The Cougars of Columbia coming in with a 2-4 record on the early season. This one hit to the shortstop to throw across the diamond. And a great job by Palumbo at first base to keep her foot on the bag. Gets the first out. We take a look defensively at how Central Methodist will line up. Will be in the outfield from left to right, Richardson, Jolly, and Feller. At third base, it will be Holly. Double play combination of Roberts and Garland in the middle of the field. And Palumbo, who has already made a name for herself at first base, although they will reverse the call. And they will mark Sismer safe at first base. Abby Sismer gets the first hit of the ball game. And rather, they will score that one an error on the shortstop of Roberts. Starting pitcher will be Cotter on the mound for the Eagles. Lauren Hale will do the catching for her. This one squared up the bunch. The throw to first from Holly is in time to get the first out of the game. The Cougars opting to play the small ball early in this one. Sismer advancing to second base. First runner in scoring position in the early afternoon. Here's where she steps up and gets that one through the middle. Center fielder of Jolly will bring this one in time, and Ware will advance to second on the throw home. Opportunistic hitting by Madison Ware at the plate. And now it's two runners in scoring position for the Cougars. Madison Ware out of Clayton, Illinois. Second season at Columbia. After spending 2 years at Lincoln Land Community College in Illinois. Here is the Netherlands native, Wendy Van Wyck. 0 for 3 at the plate last time against Hope University. She has been performing double duties for experienced head coach Wendy Sprax. Pitched last game as well, went 6 straight innings in the loss. This one barely misses the outside part of the strike zone. Columbia College with one away, an opportunity to take an early lead in the opening frame. Van Wyck opting to be a bit patient. Takes that one high in the strike zone. Only one extra base hit for Wendy Van Wyck on the season. That was a home run by the seniors. This time she will draw the walk. Bases are juiced for the visitors.
Third baseman, number 25, Rosalie Schneider.
That will bring up the freshman of Rosalie Schneider. And it will cost head coach Pat Reardon in his 33rd season at the helm to talk things over with his pitcher of Cotter on the mound. careering more than experience with CMU. 991 career wins for the veteran head coach. A 12-year Art Conference Coach of the Year. And if that wasn't enough for you, he is the winningest coach in the history of the Hearts. Right now, his team in a bit of trouble. Bases loaded for Columbia College. Only one away in the top of the first. Here's the 0-0. Taken down to for strike number one. Schneider playing third base today defensively for the Cougars. Right now just looking to get a spark on the offensive side. 1-1 the counts to the freshman. Rosalie Schneider out of Topeka, Kansas. Last year finished up playing at Seaman High School. This one gets fouled away. The weather in Fayette and the entire Missouri area finally cooperating. Doesn't get any better than 67 and a few gust winds. This one hit to third, the throw home, gets the force out, looking for the double play at first. And they won't get it, but they do get the second out of the inning. A great play by Hawley at third base to get the lead runner at the plate. Now Paige Clinch, the junior out of Slater, Missouri. Looking to get the first run of the game. And what's a chance it has been for Columbia College. But CMU just 1 out away of working out of the jam. Here's the 1-0. Shot foul. Third base side, 1-1. This one hits softly to short, some confusion, throw across the diamond, and it won't matter. It's Roberts throwing it across and securing the third out of the opening frame. CMU escapes out of trouble. It's 0-0 after the top of the first. Eagles got out of a jam in the top of the first, now trying to make some noise of their own. First time at the plate for CMU. It will be Lily Kreider, the leadoff hitter. Swings and misses. At the second pitch, she sees. 0-2 the count to the junior. Kreider 0 for 2 last game. Had 2 walks in the mix as well. Takes that one high for ball number 1. Lily Kreider, the 5'9 junior out of Eagle, Idaho. Played her high school ball at Middleton High School. Hits that one solid through third base side, but well foul. 2-2 the count. Last year earned conference first team honors. Started all 54 games for Pat Rearding and the Eagles. A more than impressive .368 batting average for a team that made it all the way to the national tournament. She's got some pop to her as well. 4 bombs last year. Already won in the 8 games played this season. Here's the 2-2. Takes it outside. Makes the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. And we'll do it again. Stays alive. Kreider hitting .391 on the year. 9 for 23. 2 doubles, 1 bomb, 6 ribbies. Here's the 3-2. Takes it inside and works her way. Yet another walk. Had 2 last game and opens her account up today with 1. And you have to credit the patience from the veteran junior. Down in the count early. Worked her way even afterwards at 1-1 and found a couple tough pitches off. That is exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter. Here is the first baseman of Liz Palumbo. That one straight back foul. Oh, 2 to Palumbo. Takes it out, works herself the first ball at the at-bats. Joelle Kreider, not much of a threat at first base. Still yet to attempt a stolen base this year. The 1-2. Fouls it back again. She's timing up Holly Cotter pretty well. Pitcher for the Cougars, just getting a bit underneath it. 1-2. This one to second, looking for the double play. Scoop to second to throw the first, not there. But they get the lead runner of Daly Garland, or rather Jolie Kreider, at second base. Madison Roberts due up for CMU. Playing shortstop for the Eagles today. Squares up. Forces the Cougars defense to come in a bit and then pulls it back. Roberts had herself quite the day against Avila last game. 3 for 4. A double, 2 RBIs, and stole it back as well. The junior from Elkhart, Illinois, a Williamsville High School product. Hit .340 last year, .370 so far this campaign. Pops that one up, out of play. 1-2. Columbia College would love nothing more than a double play ball to get out of the inning. The 1-2. Taken high, not biting. Good eye by Roberts at the plates. One of the better hitters for CMU this year, yet to strike out. Hits that one over the shortstop, and it will split the left and center fielder. Stand-up double for the junior of Madison Roberts. As now CMU, 2 runners in scoring position at third and second base. An opportunistic hitting this time by CMU and Roberts. And now the Eagles threatening to open up the score. Maddie Holly, the freshman, with a chance to drive in a pair in the bottom of the first, takes this one low for ball number 1. Madison Holly leads this team with 14 hits on the year. She knows a thing or two about bringing in runners from scoring position. 9 RBIs so far. It's that one foul, third base side. (14 for 21). Again, these numbers are impressive, but even more impressive, just a freshman. Takes that one for a called strike, works the count even at 2. Runners at third and second. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And a great job by Kramer at the mound to get the second out. That's Maddie Holly swinging her 3rd K of the season. And now Columbia College 1 out of way of working out of their jam in the bottom of the first. Here's a swing and a miss by the center fielder of Casey Jolly. Second season at CMU. And hard all-conference selection her freshman year. Pops down one to left field. And it will be Shanks underneath it to make the grab. The Cougars do the same as CMU did in the top of the first. Work themselves out of trouble. We're still not at up at 0. We're set to begin the top of the second. We take a look at the defensive alignment for CMU. Richardson, Jolly, Feller in the outfield. Holly at third, the double play combination of Roberts and Garland. First baseman of Palumbo, Cotter, and Hill, the pitcher and catcher duo. Sophia Angel steps up for the visitors. Takes a look at strike one. Angel 0 for 3 in her last game against Hope. Hits this one and past the first baseman and well foul. The junior right now struggling a bit at the plate. 2 for 11 on the young season. After a 283 batting average last campaign. Had 5 doubles, 15 ribbies, and notched her first career home run. Takes this one well outside. Count even at 2. Three and 2, the count to the Columbia College native. Or Columbia native, rather. Father Talton High School product 3 seasons ago. Here's the payoff pitch. And she works herself on base. An opening walk to begin in the top of the second. Angel's second walk of the season. Squared up to Bunch. This one gets past the first baseman, but good cover by Feller in right field to keep Angel from advancing from first. Kennedy Schnoth at the plate. Squares up to Bunch. They will call it a foul ball. They'll say it hit the batter. Catcher on her foot right as she was leaving the box. And now a discussion between the umpires as Pat Reardon wants an explanation. Now the question is, did the ball hit her while she was in the box or just outside? And they'll say it was after she had left home plate. Not the most usual way to get the first out of the inning, but it will work if you're a CMU fan. Here's Shanks. Pulls that one third base side. And you have to watch out for Susanna Shanks if she manages to get herself on base. While playing high school, was ranked number 2 in the state of New England and number 9 in the nation for stolen bases. This one, a chopper to the pitcher, underhand throw to first, and Cotter and Palumbo combine for the second out of the inning. So Angel makes her way to scoring position. And that'll bring up Cisner back to the top of the order. Hits down with the first, and Palumbo, right place, right time. No problem for the first baseman to corral that for the third out. It's 0-0 after 1.5.
He's to the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle. He's to the 20, to the 10. He is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Field caught down the line, and it's in a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Fields finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner. The fading three.
Lauren Hill, the catcher for the Eagles, will step up for the first time today. Looking to improve her numbers at the plates. Hitting just over 100, 2 for 18 on the year. Posted a .311 batting average as a sophomore 2 seasons ago. The 0-1 hits that one to right. Got some carry, but not enough. As Glathrams settles under it for the first out. Here's Garland. First pitch swinging. And out of plates. Daly Garden out of Woodridge, Illinois. Playing at second base today. Her double play partner at short is Madison Roberts. The 1-1 to the junior. Make that a senior, fourth-year player of Garland. One and two. Pops that one up, stays in the infield. Angel and Snyder give chase. And it's Sophia Angel, the shortstop, coming up with a tough fly ball in the infield. Second out of the inning. Feller 0-1 at the plate. Swings and misses. Pushes the count to 0-2. Performing her defensive duties at right field. 0-2 pitch. Stays alive. Oh, 2. Softly hit, popped up to the second baseman of Sismer. She's under it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Columbia College. A good pitching battle so far. 0-0 after 2.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
Allie Kleithmer will step in the box for the second time today. Swings and misses. And the 1-0 pitch evens the count at 1. Kleithmer, the senior, transferred in from Stevens College. Not too far away from Columbia College. Softly hit to the pitcher of Cotter. She'll throw to first. And a bit low, that throw gets past the first baseman of Palumbo. And it will be Kleithmer making her way to second. Not the way you want to start out any inning. In this case, for CMU. A softly hit chopper to Cotter and just couldn't fire it on target to Palumbo. Second error in the afternoon for the Eagles. Want to know the counts on Madison Ware. Squares up to bunt, pulls it back. great opportunity for the Cougars to open up the scoring. That one popped up, the bunch. Not what she was looking to do, where that is. And a good play by the freshman of Holly, coming in from her third base duties to catch that one in the air. Ware was looking to do anything she could to advance the runner from second to third. Got under that pitch just a bit too much. Here's Van Wyck, swings and misses. Catches a piece of it, just foul. Count at 1-1. Check swing. They'll say she went. 1-2. Cotter looking to get one more strike to get the second out of the inning. That one won't do it. Gets past the catcher of Hill. And Cleve Morris advancing to third base in what might be scored as a wild pitch. So now the first run of the ball game just 60 feet away. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Cotter notches yet another strikeout, second out of the top of the third. Now the Eagles 1 out away from working out of this tough situation. That one hit foul by Rushley Snyder at the plates. With runners in scoring position, the bats have been kept quiet for both teams so far. 0-1, they'll say catches the outside part of the strike zone. 0-2, and CMU 1 strike away from ending the top of the third. Cotter with the 0-2. Schneider gets a piece of it. Going back, the second baseman of Garland couldn't corral it. And Jolly from center field picks that one up. The relay throw to second. But it won't matter. It's Rushley Snyder coming up big with a 2-out RBI single, advancing all the way to second after the error. That one right back to the pitcher. Underhand throw this time to first, and Palumbo there to secure it. Either way, it's the Cougars up by 1. A clutch base hit by Rushley Snyder opens up the scoring, and it's 1-0 Columbia College. It's 1-0 Columbia College. We enter the bottom of the third. This one bunted foul, third base side. Kayla Richardson, the senior at the dish. First at bat of the day for the left fielder. Swing and a miss for the slap hitter. Oh, 2 the count to Richardson. Swings and misses second straight time and goes down via the strikeout for the first time today. One away. Ryder hits that one softly to third. There is Schneider to throw across the diamond. Gets the second out of the third. So Haley Cotter making quick work out of at least the first two hitters for CMU in this bottom half. Palumbo takes a look at strike number one. No, for one, Palumbo today has been kept pretty busy at first. Here's the 2-1. It's that one past the second baseman. It will get down for a 2-out single by Palumbo. First base hit of the day for the first baseman. And keeps the inning going for CMU. That will bring up the shortstop in the number 3 hole of Madison Roberts. Takes a look at a called strike one. Roberts, a .370 hitter on the season. Had a double in her first at-bat earlier today. Hits that one, popped up left field. Coming in the left fielder, couldn't corral it, Shanks. And it goes down to throw to home. Not in time, and CMU has tied things up at 1. A clutch base hit by the first baseman of Palumbo, an error by Shanks on the at-bat by Roberts. And we are even at 1 here in the bottom of the third. And Madison Roberts making her way all the way to third base. This one will get down. It's the second run of the game for CMU. Holly rounding first, stand-up double for the freshman. And it's back-to-back runs for CMU. And everything began on a single by the first baseman of Palumbo. Kept the inning alive, and CMU, with their backs against the wall in the bottom of the third, have rallied for 2 unanswered runs as of yet, taking a 1-run lead over Columbia College. It took some time to see some base hits from both of these teams, especially with runners in scoring position, but the third inning has really helped both of these sides out. Here is the center fielder of Casey Jolly. Runners still in scoring position. The Eagles looking to get 3 straight runs in back-to-back-to-back fashion. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, foul, third base side. 0-2. Casey Jolly 0 for 1 on the day. Looking for her first base hit, first RBI. Back-to-back foul balls by the center fielder. Hey, there's a dog having fun out there with them. I love it. Even they're entertained. The 0-2 doesn't catch the outside part of the strike zone. 1-2 the count to Jolly. Holly at second base. And time will be called at the plate. Megan Graver trying to work herself out of trouble. That will have to wait. Line drive into center field. The throw home gets cut off by the pitcher. And the runner of Casey Jolly advancing all the way to second, as it was actually Paige Clinch cutting that one off. So back-to-back base hits for the Eagles. Now 2 runners in scoring position. And here is the catcher of Lauren Hill. Hill 0 for 1. A chance to drive in a couple. Hits that one and past the glove of the shortstop, and it makes its way to center field. 1 run is in, a second run is in. The throw to second, not in time, and CMU 2 more runs on the board. They're up 4-1 in the bottom of the third. Clutch piece of hitting by the catcher of Lauren Hill. Even better base running by her as well. Her awareness has given herself a chance to be in scoring position. As Daly Garland at the plate says that one caught a piece of her. And the umpire behind the plate will agree. She gets awarded first base on the hit by pitch. And what a rally it has been for the Eagles And it all started with 2 away in an inning that looked like it was going to go down in 1-2-3 fashion for Columbia College and Megan Graver. But Central Methodist with other ideas. Ainsley Feller pops this one up. Could be trouble. Center fielder giving chase to right fielder. Couldn't quite handle it. A couple more runs will score. And now CMU up 6-1 as Climbers has some trouble. Maybe battling the sun out there in right. And right off the bat, you figured it was going to be a challenge for any of the outfielders. The wind blowing hard today. The sun in there in the mix as well. It's been a couple errors, defensive miscues by Columbia College. Kayla Richardson back at the plates. Runner in scoring position, drops down a bunch, but goes foul third base side. Oh, 0-2 the count to the left fielder. Runner at second, Eagles up by 5. The pitch to Richardson. She pulls it to left field, and that one will be corralled by Shanks. And it will end the inning. 6 runs come across here in the bottom of the third. The Eagles respond well. They hold a 5-run lead. Sophia Angel will lead things off for the Cougars. We begin the top of the 4th. Glad you guys are with us. Esteban Velez alongside you all. It's a 5-run lead for CMU. A huge bottom of the 3rd, pushing across all 6 runs for the Eagles. Now Columbia College looking for an answer. This one might help. Gets past the right fielder for CMU. Rounding 3rd is Angel. Slides in there safely. She's got a leadoff triple. And the bats have started to get going for both of these teams. That ball kept carrying on Feller in right field, and Angel full advantage. Begins the top of the 4th the way she would have dreamed. Kennedy Shaneth, the center fielder, up at the dish. Takes a look at a called strike one. Shannon 0 for 1 on the day. Part of a lineup that features all righties for Columbia College. Runner at third. Shannon looking to drive her in. 0-2 pitch gets fouled off. Kennedy Sheneth, some experience playing at a Division II level with Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. Checks her swing. They'll say she did not go around. Her first year as a Cougar. Rather, second year at Columbia College. It had the conference first team honors last season. Here's the 2-2. Chop to third. Good play by Holly to throw across the diamond in time. And the first baseman of Palumbo will bring this one in herself to make sure the runner of Angel stays put at third. And check that for Shannon, first year at Columbia College, just transferred in from Lincoln. Here's Susanna Shanks, a speed threat when she gets on base. Looks at the 1-0, takes it low. Shanks last season started 38 out of the 39 games played. Hits that one softly to third. A throw will be home, and Angel is cut in a pickle. Back to third, and it gets away. The throw to second, not in time, and Columbia College worked out of a jam themselves and the rundown. Second run of the game comes in to score for them. What a situation for the Cougars that usually will not go the way of the team stuck in the rundown, but today, at least in that case, it did. And again, it goes to show it's still early on in the season. Both of these teams with some miscues defensively. Eagles with 3 errors. As this one hit to short, the throw to first is in time, and a good stretch by Palumbo. A good throw by Roberts to get the second out. But again, maybe some early season jitters for both of these sides. One error for Columbia, 3 for CMU, and again, Eagles only 8 games played on the year. Columbia College, only 6. They are 2-4 on the season. If there is any time to make those mistakes, it's right now, out of conference. Ellie Cleathermiss, the next one due up. Hits that one softly to third, and a good grab by Holly to end the top of the fourth. It is CMU up by a couple, 6-2 lead for the Eagles.
He's to the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle. He's to the 20, to the 10. He is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Field caught down the line, and it's a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Field finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner. The fading three.
It's a 4-run lead for the home team. CMU up 6-2. We welcome you back. Esteban Velez with you guys. Opening game here at home in the early 2025 season. And the Bats were quiet the first couple of innings, but exploded in the third. 6 runs for the Eagles in their half. 1 for Columbia College in the third, and then 1 in the fourth as well. Here is the 1-1 taken high by Kreider, designated player for today. Thought about swinging, doesn't agree with the call, thought it was inside. 2-2. Kreider in her junior season with CMU. Hits down one hard to second, and no problem for Zismer. The short throw to first records the first out of the inning. If you remember last inning, it was Elizabeth Palumbo who got the rally started for the Eagles with 2 outs, had a clutch base hit past the second baseman of Zismer. Later came around to score the first run for CMU. And again, everything came with 2 away. Similar situation here, only 1 out in the bottom 5th. Good eye by the first baseman. Works the count at 2-1. Palumbo hitting at the number 2 spot today. 2-1 pitch. They'll say catches the top part of the strike zone, even at 2. Grainer looking for the K. Here's the 2-2, chop to first. And the first base umpire will say that one was foul. Now Columbia College head coach of Wendy Spratz, very experienced with the Cougars, 31st season. We'll ask for an explanation from both of the umpires. If you remember, in the top of the first, she got a call to be overchanged in the first play of the game. So she knows what she's doing. That's what 31 years with the program will do. Softly to the first. No problem for Clinch. Tacks the bag herself. 2 away. If you look at Wendy Spratt's record, second most wins in the history of the NAIA softball. Has 13 AMC regular season titles with the Cougars, 14 tournament titles, and had quite the run in the 2021 season. 13-7 overall, 18-0 in the conference, and a 30-game winning streak. Here's a base hit. Right back down the middle, it's Madison Roberts who gets herself a single. So back-to-back innings for CMU where they get a runner on base via the single with 2 away. Here's Maddie Hawley, the third baseman. Best hitter for these Eagles so far. Came into this game hitting over 660. I would have loved to have those numbers when I played baseball. 14 for 21, the freshman entering today. Swings and misses. Hit a pitch high, 0-2 the count to Holly. Megan Graver at the mound, 1 strike away from ending her 4th inning of work. Here's the 1-2. That will have to wait. A bit inside and high to Holly. Eagles dugout making some noise. The 2-2 pitch. Right back to the pitcher, will make its way to short, and a bit of a bobble by Angel. And both runners are safe for CMU. Another defensive miscue for the Cougars. Angels had that one in her hand. All she had to do was tag the base. Maybe too much pressure from Madison Roberts, running from first to second, and it keeps the inning alive for the Eagles. Here, Casey Jolly, the center fielder at the plate. Runners at first and second for CMU. Jolly takes that one high. 1-1. The Eagles begin their season 4-0 at Brandon Rush Tournament in Branson, Missouri. After that, dropped 3 straight games and got back on the win column in their most recent matchup. That came against Avila University, an 11-0 victory for CMU. It's a 1-2 pitch from Graver. Catches the inside part of the strike zone. And I don't think Graver was aware, but that will end the inning. It looks like she's having fun out there. Wanted to do a couple more batters. She might get the chance next inning, but for now, it is 6-2. Eagles leading the way. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Columbia College. And it will begin with the catcher of Madison Ware. Takes strike number 1 to begin her at-bats. 1 for 3 Ware in the last game against Hope. It's this one foul. Past the bleachers. Pretty good crowd in hand for this first game of the season at home. Beautiful weather and a gorgeous day to be outside. This one right back down the middle. It will be a base hit for the senior. And Ware gets her team started with a single in the top of the 5th. A chance for the Cougars to mount a comeback. Here is Wendy Van Wyck, the Netherlands native, at the plates. Take strike number 1. Van Wyck, 1 home run this season. Would love to get another one right here, making it just a 2-run ball game. Throw to first, not in time. She will have her backs against the wall. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside part of the strike zone. And quick work of Wendy Van Wyck. 3 pitches, saw all 3 of them. Didn't like any of them and goes down looking for the first out of the 5th. Rosalie Schneider takes a look at ball number 1. Had a double in her lone base hits in their previous game. Here's Cotter's 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Now the Cougars dug out, making some noise. Swing and a miss by Schneider. Count even at 2. And Schneider goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Haley Cotter. And both of them have been looking. And here is the first baseman of Paige Clinch. Started her day 0 for 1, had a tremendous chance to drive in a couple, bases loaded in the top of the 1st. Couldn't do so. This time she will hit with a runner at first base, and her team down by 4. One pitch, gets a piece of it, third base side, out of the reach of everyone in play, and it is a 1-2 count. Cotter looking to strike out the side after allowing a base hit to begin the game. Here's the pitch, fouled again. Count remains at 1-2. Cotter's 1-2 delivery. And a tremendous battle by Clinch at the dish. Keeps herself in this at-bat. The junior got her first base hit of the season last game in a 1-for-3 effort. Here's the 1-2, misses low, runner on the move, the throw to second, not in time. Madison Ware making some room for herself at second base. And now a runner in scoring position for the Cougars. Cotter, however, just one strike away from ending this inning. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball by Clinch. And you have to credit the 5'5 junior out of Slater, Missouri. Hasn't had her best season offensively, but she is making Cotter work. Came into today 1 for 5. Cotter looking for the secret formula to set her down. Here is the 2-2. Still hasn't found it. Even some dogs supporting her at the plates. They like to see the battle. Count even at 2. Cotter looking for that secret pitch. It gets past the catcher of Hill, and now runner advancing all the way to third. So Schneider began herself at first base after singling to open up the inning. Now just 60 feet away from yet another one. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up. Left field. Here's Richardson diving. Can't corral it. And it will be Schneider coming in to score. But what a at-bat it was from Paige Clinch. Fouled off so many pitches. Made Cotter work. And got herself a single as the reward, and a run batted in. Cougars a lifeline drive to second by Sophia Angel. But there was Garland to put it out for the third out of the inning. Cougars get one run back. They still trail this one 6-3.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
Three-run ball game in favor of the Eagles. They're up to bat. In the bottom of the fifth, a line drive to Angel. Didn't blink for a second. That's how this fifth inning gets underway. First pitch to Daly Garland, and there for strike number one. To the shortstop of Angel, play some tricks on her. Garland making her way around first, safely into second, and now looking for the third base. Slides in there. And safe all the way at third. Daly Garland on a hard hit ball to Sophia Angel at shorts. Took an awkward bounce on her, very well hit. She'll get credited for the single. And some errors in the Cougars defense. Doug Garland all the way to third, 60 feet away from the seventh run of the game for CMU. First pitch taken by Ainsley Feller, the right fielder. She is looking for her third RBI of the game. And possibly her first base hit as well, 0 for 2. It's now into third, a chopper, the tag not there, the throw across the diamond is. And Daly Garland will be retired for, rather, Ainsley Feller for the third time today. Kayla Richardson will step up with 2 outs. Softly hit to third. Boy, she has been busy at the hard corner. And Schneider, the throw across the diamond in time for the third out of the inning. The Eagles get a runner all the way to third, but can't cash her in. They still lead this one 6-3 after 5.
To the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle, he's to the 20, to the 10, he is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Field caught down the line, and it's in a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Fields finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner, the fading three.
Kennedy Shaneth will step up for the Cougars to lead off the top of the 6th. Columbia College just 6 outs away from their 5th defeats in the young campaign. 2-4, their current record. But they have played a hard-fought ball game through the first 5 innings. They are still within striking distance of the number 7 ranked team in the nation of CMU. Haley Cotter for the Eagles back for her 6th inning of work. 5 hits allowed. 2 walks issued. Here's a soft ground ball to short to throw. A fastball just in time. And it's the first out of the inning. Shaneth goes down.
Now batting the left fielder, number 8, Susanna Shanks.
Here is the speedster of Susanna Shanks. Playing left field today in first game of her doubleheader. Chops this one past the pitcher. Here's the shortstop of Roberts. And we mentioned it, the speed of Shanks. Knocked herself a single. She's on board with 1 away.
Now batting second baseman, number 31, Abigail Zismer.
We wouldn't be surprised by any means to see her on the move. 2nd in her state of New England. And number 9 in the nation when it came to stolen bases in a single season back in high school. Had 39 that year. If you need her to play other sports, she can do that too. Played 3 different ones in her 4 years at high school. Here's the 0-2. Just inside. They'll say it didn't catch a piece of Abigail Zismer. This is what you want if you're the Cougars right now. It's back to the top of your lineup. Zismer battling. Here's the 1-2 by Cotter. Chopped it to short, looking for the double play. Force out at second, the relay at first, not there. But the Eagles get the lead runner. So Zismer and Shaneth, rather Zismer and Shanks exchange pleasantries at first. 2 away, and Ellie Clythrop, the right fielder, up at the plate. Go for 2 in the day, came in to score a run. This one to the shortstop again. She has been busy as well. First, it was the third baseman of Schneider last inning, getting a couple ground balls to her. Now Roberts being equally as important for CMU. It's the 3rd out of the inning. It's the Eagles still up by 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's back to the top of the order for CMU. We welcome you back here to begin the bottom half of the 6th inning. A 6-3 lead for the Eagles as Yorley Kreider, the designated player, 0 for 2 on the day, steps up to the plate. Drew a walk earlier today. Didn't come around to score, however, and that was kind of the story for both of these teams in the first 2 frames. Vance got going in the 3rd, and we have had a run in every inning since. This one hard hit to left field, but struck foul. Eagles looking to keep that streak alive after the Cougars failed to score in their top half. CMU have only had 1 big inning, and that was in the bottom of the 3rd, scored all their 6 runs in that frame. The 2-2 pitch by Graver. Hit to first. No problem for Clinch. She'll step on the bag for out number 1. Elizabeth Palumbo, the first baseman, up at the dish. She got the rally started in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 away, no one on base. She got the first hit of the inning. Later came around to score the first of 6 runs for the Eagles. Pops this one up, clinched the first baseman, and Weir will give chase, but to no avail. Here's the 1-1. Palumbo, but what a grab by Clinch. You couldn't have struck that any better if you're the first baseman of Elizabeth Palumbo, but she's got to credit her counterpart of Clinch. That's not the hot corner, but for that at bat, it might as well be. Second out of the inning. And maybe a top 10 play for Paige Clinch. Right at her, but at that speed that was coming, it's scary. She had no problem with it. Roberts past the second baseman, and he gets down for a 2-out single. 3rd time in this game that CMU has had a runner at first with 2 away. It looks like we might see a substitution as head coach Pat Reardon talking things over with the umpires. And it will be a pinch runner at first for the shortstop. Kendall Miller will come in and replace her. The Eagles looking for some more insurance. Madison Holly, the one at the dish with 2 away. Takes the first ball out for an 0-1 count, or 1-0 count rather. The wind is still blowing in strong here in Fayette. But we are not complaining. What a beautiful day. "67 degrees at the time of first pitch. Sun is out, clouds a little bit as well, but it's mostly blue right now. Gotta love it. That pitch well inside and a favorable count for Holly at the plate at 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch by Grainer. Catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Works it even at 2. Grainer and the Cougars 1 strike away from taking this game into the top of the 7th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That will have to wait. Gets past the shortstop of Angel. And the Eagles, with 2 outs, remain alive in the bottom of the 6th. Two-out clutch hitting continues for CMU. All of their 6 runs came across with 2 away. And they are looking to pile up to that lead. A mound visit by Columbia College, rather. Debbie Jameson in her 11th season as an assistant. We'll head to the mound, talk things over with Grainer. From this angle, can't quite see if there's any action on the visitor bullpen. But you have to think the Cougars praying for Grainer to get out of this inning and take it into the final top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch. Gets past the second baseman and into center field. The runner coming into third. She slides in there safely. And CMU, 1 more run on the board. It's a 7-3 lead. Pat Reardon has to be more than pleased with how his team has been hitting with their backs against the walls with 2 outs. Gleba will come in as a pinch runner. This one hit well by Jolly. Splits a couple. Rather Hill, this is 2 runners coming to score, and Lauren Hill has herself a stand-up double. Split the right and center fielder and drove in 2 more runs to make it a 9-3 advantage for the home team. And some more substitutions coming in for CMU. As the Hill will be the one being replaced at second base. Pinch runners coming in for her. Be the number 26 of O'Dowd. Courtesy runner for the catcher at second. Here's Derry Garland at the plates. Chopper to third, no problem. By Holly, or Schneider that is, throws across the diamond and gets the third out of the inning. CMU continue to hit clutch with 2 away. 3 more runs to make it a 9-3 ballgame. CMU 3 outs away from a victory in their home opener. Top of the 7th, we welcome you back. Esteban Velez with you guys. Madison Weir at the plates. The catcher for the Cougars. It's a 9-3 lead for CMU, the number 7 ranked team in the land. This one into right field, got some carry, and it will continue. Bounces against the warning track into the wall, and it is a stand-up double. Madison Ware, a great way to get the inning started for her team. First pitch to Wick. Doesn't catch any part of the strike zone, and the Netherlands native has herself a 1-0 count. Here's the 2-0. Chop third base. Foul. 2-1. Cotter looking for a complete game in for her 7th inning of work. This one hit first base side and out of play. Count at 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Check swing, and they'll say she went around. And now down goes Wendy Van Wyck. Goes down swinging for the first out in the top of the 7th. Hit to second. Garland there to throw to first is in time. As Madison Ware advances 60 feet to third. And her team just 1 out away from their 5th loss of the season. It's the first game of our doubleheader here in Fayette. Second game will start approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. These two teams will face off for the second time today. This one will keep the inning and the game alive. A hit on the way to center field. Madison Ware comes in to score. And Paige Clinch has herself a 2-for-4 effort in the first game, has yet another RBI. 9-4 ball game. The Cougars still alive, and Sophie Angel, the shortstop, will step up to the plate. Takes a look at strike number 1. Angel 1 for 2 today. Looking to do anything she can to keep this game alive. Has her back against the wall. 0-2. Cotter looking for a complete game. The 0-2 swing and a miss. The throw to first to secure it, and that is how the first game ends here in Fayette. Cotter goes the distance, 7 innings pitched for her, and it is a 9-4 victory for the Eagles here at home. The bats started going in the 3rd inning, and after that, the Cougars tried responding. They got a run in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but CMU knocked 6 of their own in the bottom half of that 3rd and added 3 more to their tally in the previous inning in the bottom of the 6th. They take this one 9-4 here at CMU. We'll be back second game in about 30 minutes time.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features